So labels are important in families.
Okay.
Every child get a label. He bad, mischievous, you lying, you like your daddy. They gonna put every family get a. I was the family mascot, so I was the life of the party. But I'm gonna get into some shit. So I'm the kid that can't go outside and play with the other kid because I'm gonna get into some shit. I'm gonna break a window, I'm gonna break a bottle. Somebody finna come in here and tell on me. Boy, get your ass in this house. So I was the kid who couldn't go outside and play. I had to stay in the house with grown folk because I'm too bad.
Okay.
Well, guess what I'm doing in the house with the grown folk? Learning what these grown mother say. That's why the average kid mother can't talk, because I grew up around grown folk. I was grown. I was managed. So when I go outside with the kid, nigga, they ain't been hearing this shit I've been hearing. Nigga, I've been seeing them and everything. Yeah. No, so I was a kid who they thought could spell bad words and didn't know I could spell them. Yeah, I knew they were cussing. Yeah, they talking about how good dick and pussy was. I could spell that shit. They just didn't know it. So I picked up from grown folks, homie. So when I went to school, I was a little grown nigga. I was hunching and fucking little girls. Them niggas were playing tetherball. Nigga, we could look in the girls' windows in the bathroom from outside. Nigga, that's what I was doing. See, I was a little managed motherfucker. I had an older uncle, so I was in the house mimicking grown folk shit. So I ain't play well with kids. So I don't play well with a nigga online. I'm too grown for him. So on top of that, I'm reading books. Most kids don't like to read. So what I'm doing in the house, boy, get out of here with grown folk, go on there. There's so much you can do with folk, nigga. So I learned to entertain myself by reading books. So as a kid, I discovered that reading books was a form of traveling because it take your mind into the book. Before you look up, you've been in 4 hours and you don't know you were bored because you've been reading. So I learned to develop a love for reading.
Okay.
So wherever I go, I read. If I'm standing in line, I'm gonna look down at the newspaper. I'm gonna read the whole front page of the newspaper, whether I buy it or not. I'm gonna read Debbie sucks dicks called on the walls. I'm gonna read all the shit on the walls in the stall while I'm peeing. Nigga, I read. I pay attention to the writings on the wall. So I'm a different kind of kid by the time I get to 6th grade, homie. But I'm like the dog who ain't never been outside and played with other dogs. So I'm a little bit more frisky, a little bit more aggressive. And I'm a brave heart because I want to fit in. I'm smaller. I got one eye. So I got an insecurity in the disabled that I got to try to compensate for. Bravado-ness, bravery. The little brave heart nigga. The little nigga who all the old niggas like. The uncle's favorite nephew, auntie's favorite nephew, because I'm managed. Yeah, I know how to get away from my mama and cuss like a mother around them other grown folk, only for them to get me around my mama and say, boy, cuss like how you were cussing. Boy, I be so scared looking at mama, and he cuss. My mama didn't know I cuss like that. So what they would do is, they would say, hey, listen, call over to the house. It's Cricket, listen how this boy cuss. And people used to prank call on the phone. Boy, I used to be cussing like a mother. And boy, my mama said, boy, I'm gonna whoop your ass, because she didn't know I could cuss like that. But my family members wanted to show my mama that the little boy bad. He ain't, because I was very charming, like most badass kids is when they get in front of. And there's really no such thing as a bad kid. I was ambitious, energetic, adventurous. So I wasn't bad. It's just that we don't know how to identify those traits. For one, we don't even know the terminology. Sit down somewhere, boy, why you always wearing? Boy, that boy got ADHD, he bipolar. Well, he a boy, he energetic. He's adventurous, he go bounce around, he got testosterone. He can run till he fall and go to sleep. Why would you make him sit down? Emasculated. Y'all stop all that goddamn jumping up there, I'm gonna beat y'all ass. Now he walking on eggshells, because he can't be a boy. When he get to school, everybody, Johnny, sit down, be still, sit down. He can't even move in school. Hey, y'all, we're not going out to recess today. We're going to go to the gym and we're going to do songs. Man, them niggas need to run and break fingers, bust their head, fight, wrestle. That's what boys do. I got to be a boy, homie, when I got out that cast and got that glass eye. I've been institutionalized in the hospitals So soon as I come out that cast and get that glass eye, I'm in the 6th grade. Nigga, now colors coming. Yeah. Bobby Brown, My Prerogative. He was hot then. So nigga was going from Gumbies to Big Daddy Kane, Special Ed, Cool Mo D, LL Cool J.
So was this like 87, 88?
Yeah, like 87, 88. Okay. 89, I was in the 6th grade.
Okay.
Nigga, when colors dropped, when the nigga got to the 7th grade, nigga was on Dickies. Yeah, nigga was on Dickies. Nigga, fuck that silk polka dot shirt like Kwame and them, and them motherfucking MC Hammer pants with them Giorgio Bertinis, with them silver and gold tips, with them snakes. Nigga, fuck that shit.
So who was wearing the Dickies though?
Well, we was mimicking what we had saw off colors.
Okay.
It's just like when Chief Keef and them when the kids first seen Chief Keef and them, and that Chicago shit took off. That's what colors did.
Okay. So
it was easy for drill music to do this throughout America because it was polarizing and it was commercialized. 600, whatever saying, BDK, all kids was saying that, and we didn't even know there was gangs down here.
Right.
We didn't know the depths of all these little 10, 11, 12-year-old kids who were real killers, and they were really killing each other, riding down the street. Nigga, we don't know the depths of this because this had never been seen before. We had never seen a kid get killed on camera, on a bicycle, and we all get to see it. This is like the first time when they showed Uday and Kusei Husan, the motherfuckers, they had never showed dead bodies before. After 9, that was the first time. So when we saw that shit in Chicago, homie, that traumatized America. The gangbang shit did the same thing from the west going south to the east. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Larry Hoover and them at that time, when the Crips and Bloods was starting to make their pilgrimage through America, Larry Hoover and them was changing to growth and development. So there was almost a change of structure, a change of mindset. In them, they started to do community service, and they got literature, they teaching, they got understanding, they got wisdom, they got knowledge. We ain't got shit but killing with the gangbangers, blue and red. So this is coming from the west, all the way through the southern states by way of the crack. So when them niggas show up, we had never seen them niggas except on colors. Nigga, them niggas were like stars with them Jerry curl and them funny standing legs with them big arms, with them flags hanging out their pocket, twisting their fingers up like deaf people. Nigga, that shit was fascinating. Then it was commercialized. You start getting red LA Dodgers hats. Why would you make a red LA Dodger hat? They ain't red. Jordan started making red. So niggas started being commercialized. And then we took to it. And it became a phenomenon, a pandemic, almost an epidemic due to gun violence. And it hadn't stopped since. So the GDs and BDs in the northern parts, the central parts, the Latin Kings in the eastern, they had some structure. And one person kind of overseeing a block and we did this, you got a general. Nigga down here is boys following boys. Mm-hmm. Nigga 14 got a 19-year-old OG and you think he God. Mm-hmm. Everybody got an undeveloped brain and we all boys. Mm-hmm. Because men don't join gangs. Boys do. Mm-hmm. Men don't stay in the gangs. Boys do. So I started learning that up north in the Midwest during those times, those gangs had treasurers. Them niggas had treasurers where they can go borrow money out the pot. So if Chicago had stuck to growth and development and not abandoned those principles, that would have rebirthed a whole new generation of great thinking mind black people. But those concepts was abandoned. When I started learning about Chicago, homie, I didn't know those concepts wasn't abandoned. I thought y'all was still doing that, so I would never speak on y'all. I honored y'all. I honor Chicago, homie. That's why I ran and embraced the mothers. But nigga, when I find out it ain't about growth and development, it's just like the Crip and Blood shit, but worse, because it's babies. It's just like the Crip and Blood niggas was in the, right after the Ballou murders, 72, 73, 74, 75, 70. Nigga, them was violent years out there in California. They had free reign to kill because of juvenile jurisdiction laws. Almost like that in Chicago. If I lived in Chicago, I would be dead. They don't let you have this kind of voice in Chicago. Because we're in the South, and this is really not our culture. We emulated it. The California niggas was the original Crips and Bloods. Well, you had the founders, the originals, then the founders, however it went. Everything outside of California, homie, was imitating, pretending, emulating, because it wasn't our culture. That's how down here, when we get 45, 50, we can go play hub and granddaddy and walk away from all the tragedies that we done to black people in the name of gangbanging. In California, they can't do that. It ain't that easy. It's real easy for us to walk away down here. We got a way out because that's not our culture.
What you saying? You saying gang culture is not of Texas?
It's not
right.
Southern
It's
culture.
not Southern. Okay. That's
We're agriculture states.
Right.
We was introduced to it by way of crack.
Right. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, homie. It was the vehicle to spread crack throughout America. That wasn't our game. We just became fascinated with it. That's why we went so hard with it. At one point in time, we were gangbanging like we were LA.
Yeah.
They still gangbanging hard. We ain't.
You know, Chicago gang culture go back to like the Al Capone days and the Italian mobs, the Irish mob.
It's a spiritual thing in Chicago. It's a spirit of gangsterism that hovers over Chicago. It's a spirit of corruption that lurks in the halls of the governments of the Chicago politician, because throughout history, Chicago politicians have always been the ones to bribe and corrupt. Even here recently with Grofovich, motherfucker, Obama boy. So that's always been the history. St. Valentine's Day, nigga, that's always been the history. It's still mob ties. Because it has a lot of different foreign ethnicities who bring their culture, who don't adapt to America's culture. So niggas in Chicago are really like Italian gangsters in their mindset.
Yeah.
Now, seriously.
Yeah.
It's a spirit that one from Chicago has to fight against growing up in the inner cities, because it sits and waits for you to step outside and
right
it grabs
in
a hold
your
of
face.
you.
It's right in your face every day.
It waits for you to get angry. It waits for you to have a conflict. It's a real evil spirit of gangsterism. And it seems to just inhabit children now. So that's why I make reference of Children of the Corn. I remember a time, homie, I can't ever recall seeing two black people fighting and another nigga kicking a nigga in the head. Wait, get up, let him get up. Y'all get up, y'all get up. It used to be rules to hurt another black person. Put this stick on your shoulder, nigga. Niggas walked around in circles. Hit me then, nigga. Hit me, hit me, hit me. It used to be rules, homie. Now, homie, it ain't even no empathy. These niggas shooting each other mamas at the graveyard. These niggas will kill your baby, and while you in there sleep at night crying, they'll go make a rap video outside your house with the same guns they killed your baby with, smiling.
DJ, you go crazy.